What's up, Mortgage Coach community? Dave Savage, and this morning, it is Monday morning, and I have Mr. Steve Sims. What's up, Steve?
Hey, I'm happy to be here, pal.
Good. Well, hey, you are trending in the mortgage space. Blue fishing, everybody. I interviewed you, I don't know, it's been a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It looks like you and Bill Hart have become really good buddies, so that's cool to see. And Robert Stover is the one who introduced me to you. So Robert was one of our top guests last year and a good friend and mentor of mine. And I've been seeing you running with Todd Bookspan now too. What's up with that?
It's incredible. I said to you earlier, it's just amazing that I expected my path to go into a completely different area. And I've just been filled with brand new challenges from the finance, from the mortgage industry. It's been incredible. I've been meeting some powerful people that if it hadn't been for the book, I'd have never met. So I'm thrilled at the way it's taken me. And you're right, Bill Hart and Todd. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, well, you've connected with some of the best people in the mortgage space. You know, I want to direct today's conversation around principle number 2 in our lead conversion playbook. By the way, anybody who's watching this, if you missed my first interview with Steve, I'm going to put it down below. There'll be a link to the first interview. Also, if you have not read the lead conversion playbook by Mortgage Coach, I'm going to put a link below. But Steve, I'm going to ask you this question, but I think it's also why you're trending so well in our mortgage space, is that, you know, everyone is concerned with technology lenders, either one, putting them out of business, or two, just taking all the margin out of the business. And, you know, kind of the latest news is that Amazon probably will be coming into our space in one way, shape, or form. And so I think everyone wants to know, how do I Amazon-proof my mortgage? Or excuse me, how do I Amazon-proof my mortgage practice? You know, how do I make it so that as a local mortgage professional, I don't have to worry about that? And principle number 2 says that you need to double down on your humanity, boost your empathy, your personal communications, and the service and experience that you deliver. So I want you to just play off of that and share what are some blue fishing tactics and strategies to kind of Amazon-proof the local mortgage professional.
Well, I love being with you. I love chatting with you. So I'm not going to hold back on this. But I've seen that if you look at Amazon, if you first of all look at Amazon and you go, okay, why would that be an advantage? Why would people go there to get any advice or product? It's because there's no human interaction. Okay, it's very clinical, it's very diluted. That's why they would go for the Amazon. You know, you buy there, there's no interaction. Now, that's obviously a bad thing when it comes to relationships. Here's the dumb thing I found. When I go to seminars, when I go and do the speeches, there's always a pocket of people that quite simply look exactly like each other. They're wearing the same suit, they've got the same suitcase, the same unoffensive tie. They're trying to dilute themselves to capture a larger audience and in essence capturing no one. Okay, so what I try to do in my business is, and you say it very well about double down on humanity, show that you're a real person. Show that, hey, you know, like for me, argument's sake here, people have got used to the fact that I do most of my meetings in my garage, in my bike cave, and this is me. There's no confusion to who I am. I am a human being. You're going to get a direct response from me. You need to do that in your industry. You need to be very open to revealing your humanity. And this can be, and some of the easiest little things, during a conversation, you just turn around and you go, oh, sorry, excuse me a second, my dog's just run into the office. Get out, you know. All of a sudden, you're showing something that's relatable. How many times have you had a meeting and it's not gone perfect because someone's opened the door, the phone's rang, the kids have run in, things like that. But all of a sudden, you're human again. And people want that humanity. You said about humanity, that's the key. We've got to show we've got it. So we've got to show that, hey, I'd love to get in touch with you Tuesday. Can't do it Monday. I'm actually at an event with this kids' a school thing. But is Tuesday okay? Those little terms show that you're a human being. And believe it or not, the more platforms that we've got coming out nowadays that allow us to communicate, Twitter, Instagram, and every day I get invited to a new social platform. Every day, a new platform enables us to communicate badly. People are actually searching for relatable people. They're searching for, and we've already heard it, the key word of 2019 is authenticity. You know, no one would have ever have used the word authenticity in 1980s, 1990, because that's who we were. But we suddenly started getting it diluted, and now we're getting into the AI world as well. As human beings, these primitive things that do not change, like technology, we actually search for people to get close to. We search for relatable. We search for honesty. We search for authenticity. We search for those people that we can get close to and understand and connect with. Quite simply, Amazon and those products, they're non-connectable. So you've got to focus more on your relatability, your connectability, and your flaws. You know, stop dressing like Billy or Mary next to you and be you. You're stood there looking cool with your glasses and your polo shirt. I'm in a t-shirt in a garage. Get used to being you. You take zero effort to be you, allowing you 100% effort on being what you are to other people.
I love it. So I'm even trying to think of a great headline for this conversation. It's how to turn your authenticity and your personal brand into your ultimate competitive advantage. And I'm seeing more and more local mortgage professionals, one, using video, which I think is an essential tool if you want to, emotionally connect with people. There's just no better way than using video. You can't meet everybody knee to knee. By the way,
can I jump into that just for a second?
Jump it.
Tell me not to if you don't want. But I am stunned at how many people still use email as their core way of communicating with people. Here's the thing. For me here in LA, it's 8:15 in the morning. I've got up, I've got my coffee, and everybody does the same thing. They flick the coffee on, they get their phone, they look at their emails, and they answer their texts first. So get your camera, do a little video text, and video text that to somebody so they actually see it. The open rate on video text are in the high 90s. The open rate on emails are in like the double digits of the low teens. You send out a good email campaign, you'll get anywhere between 8 to 15% open rate on that email, which basically means 85% and above never even heard what you were trying to talk about. So video yourself, send that text to someone, and make it as raw as possible. You're at the kids' game. You hold up the phone and go, Jimmy, I've not forgot you. I'm at the kids' game at the moment, but I'm going to come back to you on Tuesday because I've got something that I think can really work for you. Anyway, have a great weekend. All the best. Send that. It's getting over your personality. It's getting over your humanity. And again, you're correct. Your personal brand is your unique selling proposition because no one else is you.
So Steve, I don't want to overwhelm our audience with ideas. And this is by the way, this is such a big idea that let's just riff on this right now. Because, one of the things that we're passionate about is every time that someone gets into mortgage debt, they get graphs and charts, helping them make a great decision. And then we allow loan officers to do that informal video. So it's like, pick up my mobile phone. Hey, Johnny and Sue, you told me your goals were X. You're so lucky to be working with Realtor Y. And then that video integrates and it helps the family go from I'm confused and untrusting to I'm clear and wow, I trust this person. So I love that idea of, especially in mortgage coach community, I want you to think about who are the top realtors, who are the top referral partners that you're trying to win their trust, their confidence in our business right now. And don't just send them a one-to-many video. Like Steve said, first of all, think of the channel that they do business. Everybody does text channel. So very well, most of the time, creating that video and texting it to them is the right way. Super casual, authentic video through the channel that they do live. If it's a realtor that, does a lot of Facebook Messenger is awesome. When you can have a Facebook Messenger relationship with someone where you're audio note, video note, text, you're friends. You want to become Amazon proof? Become friends and do life with people in the channels that they do life. So Steve, let's know that we're going to do more calls like this. And by the way, everybody, if you like this conversation, you want more Steve in the mortgage coach community, like it, share it, and also ask us a question. So next time we come back here, we've got some questions on how Steve Sims can help mortgage professionals. So Steve, I'm sure you could riff on that. And by the way, if you do have one more idea on how we can amplify our humanity and how we can really connect, I mean, maybe one more idea, but let's also keep it lean.
Wow. Yeah, I don't want to kind of like overstep or get everyone too heavy with it. I think the focus here should be on getting rid of your costume, exposing actually who you are, and allowing people to see that you are actually completely different. You'll be amazed at how many. In fact, here's the test of the day. When you go to the office, when you go anywhere today, and you notice this in Silicon Valley, you go up in Silicon Valley, everyone's wearing a black t-shirt, hoodie, and Vans or Converse because they think that's the uniform. You go to Wall Street, everyone's wearing the grey suit. This allows everyone to become blurry and fuzzy, and no one stands out. So when you go somewhere, look at what everyone else is doing. Look at what everyone else is wearing. Listen to what everyone else is saying, and do it differently. Be prepared to stand out as quite simply you, because quite simply, everyone is trying to be unique. You were unique, and then you diluted it through your career. It's time to get unique again, especially as Amazon and all these inhumane non-people groups are coming along. You've got to show that there's a real value in working with you.
Love this. So, hey, I highly recommend this book, everybody. Highly recommend you listen to the last interview we did. Now, Steve, I know in the book, going from memory, you had kind of a blue fishing playbook, so to speak.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to get that, how do they get the blue fishing playbook?
Well, the playbook was actually the tips and tricks at the back of every chapter. What we've done is we've compiled this into a complete playbook only. And if you go to stevedsims.com, that's 1M, stevedsims.com, subscribe to the newsletter, you'll actually get that. You'll get a great video on humanity in the chug test, but you'll also get the downloadable version of that entire playbook.
Love it. So community, principle number one is all about loan officers. Technology is not going to eliminate loan officers, but loan officers who leverage technology are going to crush loan officers that don't. And that means you got to use video. That means you need to use your social networks. That means you need to deliver a total cost analysis to every family you serve. And if you do these things and you do it well, you're going to be Amazon proof. So I'm a huge fan of Steve Sims because, Steve, I think you do a great job of bringing the authenticity and the humanity to this. And I hope if you got value from this, like it. Let Steve and I know you liked it. Please share it with your mortgage friends. Steve, any last words before we wrap this up?
Yeah, and basically straight on from what you were saying, let technology help you, not replace you.
Love it. Take care, everybody.